Today's story, shall we say, comes from Zello Street, and I highly recommend going to this blog. It's very good, I'm not going to lie. But this one is just, well, it's delicious, and it's really continuing on from yesterday's video about UKIP's disastrous campaign launch, and the fact that Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad, has a bit of a reputation in online circles for being a bit of a grim reaper and literally killing movements. So, and as Kevin Logan puts it, he's known for having a bit of a reverse Midas touch. Everything he touches just turns to shit. So, here we go. So, when the press pack finds a weak spot in your defence, they are not slow in exposing it. And this is the realisation many not yet have hit home with the UKIP leader, may not have yet hit home with UKIP leader, Mr. Adolf von Batten. But it is screamingly obvious to those looking at this on a new protege, Carl Benjamin, who styles himself Sargon of Akkad, Akkad, yeah, I'm saying it wrong, falls apart before the media glare. Benjamin, the unappealing creep of no known quality, had tweeted, I wouldn't even rape you at Labour MP Jess Phillips. This the press pack knew and then questioned Batten extensively on the matter. As a result, instead of the bromine that might have been deployed by his predecessor, Nigel Thirsty Farage, who's now his main opponent, Batten was irritable and tetchy. He walked out of the interview. The denouncement came as Sky News' Katie McCann confronted the head kipper and his apprentice, telling the press conference audience, Mr. Batten suggested earlier that if I would like to hold this candidate to account, I should turn up at your press conference and ask the question. So I would like to ask Carl Benjamin why you think this is acceptable to say on Twitter that you wouldn't even rape a female Labour MP. Question duly put. So, what did the great man have to say for himself? Because I don't think women are any different to men in the way that you should treat them, unlike the establishment, unlike our judges who literally say, if you were a man, I would send you to jail, I think you should treat women the same as men. Really, do go on. And that means if a woman is being a giant bitch and laughing at male suicide, Miss Phillips was not laughing at male suicide and is now consulting lawyers. I'm going to be a giant tick back to her. Any questions? Miss McCann had a question. So is it acceptable? Yes, snapped Benjamin back. It is acceptable to joke. She asked again. 100% deal with it. Was the reply, to the applause from both die-hard kippers to the sound of female voters across the southwest England, where Benjamin is the second on a UKIP list deciding to put their crosses somewhere else. So far, so dreadful, but this was only the beginning. Two more media attack lines followed from this exhibition of idiocracy. 1. Mr. Benjamin was standing next to Mark Meechan, who styles himself as Count Dankula. Meechan was convicted of a hate crime after he posted a video of him getting his partner's dog to respond to the command, "Gas the Jews." Meechan thought that this was a mere joke. Wait until the press pack starts on him. And 2, the rape tweet is the very latest of Mr. Carl Benjamin's lapses. Miss McCann and her fellow journalist have yet to expose his 9/11 truther musings, including his conviction that 2 aircraft could not have brought down the World Trade Centers. They haven't picked up on this apparent excusing of paedophilia, especially over the age of consent. and they have yet to discover his enjoyment in dispensing the N-word using terms like chick, spick and retard to describe others, and his exploitation of the anti-Semitic trope cultural Marxism. What happened yesterday is only the beginning of the downfall. Batten's campaign to drive away any voters has made an excellent start. And what else have you got to say? And they're right. He's absolutely 100% right. I once made a video basically saying, Carl, why the hell are you going to stand to become an MP? Because that's what he originally wanted to do. Are you that much of an idiot? You have too many skeletons in your closet. And that's what I said back in the day. And that's just, scratching the surface. And they're right. Once the press pack currently at the moment are focused on shall we say, Mr. Benjamin at the moment, sooner or later they will turn their attention to Mr. Meechan. And when they do, they will start scratching deeper and starting to look at the comments that he made. In fact, as Channel 4 discovered, Mr. Meechan, basically thinks that, rape jokes are completely acceptable. And, it's fine, you can joke about rape. It's just a joke. This is the level of political cunning that UKIP have decided to involve in their campaigns. And they are going to get absolutely torn to shreds. In fact, already there is a movement in the UKIP Swindon, where Carl is, to deselect him. I wouldn't be surprised if there are similar musings happening in Glasgow.